Hey V, come on in. Pizza's getting cold.
You made it. Good. Grab a seat. This is Roxanne. She's worked at Clouds longer than any of us.
Hello.
Right now. The Crystal Palace.
Hey, nice to meet you.
When I heard what you pulled at Clouds, shit, I so regretted I was off that day.
Just eat the free pizza and then we're out of here, okay?
How are you?
Okay, I guess, but, you know, sad as hell.
Were you and Evelyn close?
Yeah, blew up in her face when she showed up back at Clouds. She was supposed to be long gone, the one who got away. But deep in my heart, I was glad to see her back. Feel like such a gunk now.
You'll never get rid of the stench of the corpse. You drop a lot of them, don't you? What's your secret?
So changed your mind, huh? Quickly, too.
I'm here. Doubt I need to explain why.
Now here's the thing. Gonna insist you explain. If we're to pull this off, I need to be sure you're all in. And know why you're all in.
You don't know the first thing about Clouds, do you? You know Misato and the other Tiger Claw bosses see and hear everything that goes on there. I didn't get this far by shouting all my plans from the window. By the way, Forrest didn't show up for work today. Or yesterday.
No shit, I wonder why.
Got sick, maybe. Or hit the lottery jackpot. Bought himself a ticket to the moon.
Could be anything.
Done saying hello to each other? Revolution won't plan itself.
I modified the behavioral chip. It can equip any doll with a motor reflex system. In other words, make the doll move and fight like a Preem-tier solo.
Fascinating, isn't it? What one can learn while tuning fake orgasms for the Moxes.
I'm stepping outside. Can't smoke in here.
You'll air it out later. Fine, I'll sit by the window.
The body'll react as if executing a well-trained series of movements. Already tested it out on Tom. Chip's impulses supplant any natural reflexes, so it'll make users feel like they're experiencing cyberpsychosis.
But it's basically the same as when we activate ourselves for a client.
Tech that's all pros and no cons. I don't buy it. Side effects, spill them.
Combat mode auto-initiates when a threat is present, and there's no way to stop it. Can't find a workaround.
And that's it.
I don't know. Only way to determine that'd be through months of testing on a range of subjects.
There's an ethical side too. You could murder someone and not remember a thing.
How did you ever come up with this?
Learned how the behavioral chip works at Clouds.
Always seemed like they must be pretty easy to modify. I'm surprised I didn't get the idea the moment we walked into Michael's office.
Count yourself lucky. What with all the cams and mics and Clouds? Tiger Claws would sooner dig those chips out of the dolls with screwdrivers than let an idea like this run its course.
Solo skills don't lie in just executing movements. There are split-second processes that happen. Logistics, decision-making. Result of years of practice. Doubt your chip's capable of compensating for that.
You're probably right, but I don't see another way. Alternative's intensive training, but we don't have time for that.
Alright? Gotta see it to believe it.
Finally, someone said it.
Tom? Pulled that sequence from a kung fu training virtue.
Gotta admit, not bad.
Yeah, for the market square in Kabuki. Before we start talking serious biz, gonna need to see serious action.
You just saw him.
I saw a bar trick.
I want to see a fight. Got an expert in causing bodily harm among us.
I want to see how Tommy handles her.
V? Just don't mess up my digs, okay? I like it here.
It's on now!
What the?
Everything chill? You okay?
Ha! Look at me go! You see that? Woo! Gotta do
Nice
some
work,
cardio.
Judy. Outdid yourself. If you were to sell that, be the richest Judy in the NUSA.
Please. Plenty of killing machines in the world. I don't want to turn more people into them. After this, chips are getting micro-nuked.
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Who, me? This is my impressed face.
V?
Happy now?
I'm rarely happy, but that was proof enough. Let's get to it then. You've got an elite force of 3 muscleheads and a techie. What now?
Guards and tiger claws in and around will overpower, take down, disarm, escort them out. Clouds will be ours. Bosses, we'll give an ultimatum. A cut of the proceeds in exchange for never showing their faces at the club again. And having no say in how the club's managed.
That's what I thought. A half-baked, insane plan. You can't see more than an inch ahead of you. Taking out the security there won't solve anything. Claws will just send more. Hiromi Sato is the man you gotta get to.
Hiromi Sato? Who's that?
Cloud's real boss. He rarely shows, but you can't so much as sneeze without him finding out. Claws trust him, respect his opinion. He is one of them. We can try to convince him, but it's doubtful. We stand a better chance by injecting him with a dose of fear.
Where do we find this Hiromi?
At his apartment, H8 Mega Tower, topmost floor. It's a penthouse, almost never steps outside its glass walls. But I'll figure out a way to get us inside.
Tom and Roxanne gonna come with?
No. Whole point's to strike both places at the same time. They'll take care of business at Clouds.
Two-pronged assault. Loving it.
Plan just might work. Michael, take it you're on board too?
Wouldn't be wasting my time here if I wasn't.
So how about it, V, Tom, Roxy? Made up your minds?
I need to think about it. Never wasted anyone before, you know.
I'm with it all the way.
V?
Don't tell me you're seriously considering this. Sticking our precious necks out for a bunch of whores?
Rather not have to flatline anyone?
What she said.
Hope is it won't be necessary.
Overpower Hiromi. Humiliate him. Should be enough. Bosses will put him out of the game.
Public service announcements.
Count me in, Judy. Already said I'd help, didn't I?
Thanks, V.
Save the gratitude for later, please. I'll set up the meet with Hiromi and let you know. I need a couple days. Have fun. Toodaloo.
Michael, hold up. Give us a lift.
Only if you don't talk to me. I feel a migraine coming on.
Security forces. More and more
Shit. I'm scared, V.
with injuries caused by malfunction.
Speaking of gratitude, stuff I'm asking you to do, well, usually comes with a price tag, I know. You want to help, I get that. But I'm more than happy to pay your fee in full. Feels like it's only right.
Judy! For real? No. Don't want to hear it.
But
Not a word.
V, everything okay? V, you don't look so hot.
Alone are not considered an effective
Okay. Okay, I'm better. Fine.
What the hell, V? You, like, sick?
Remember the heist Evelyn hired us for? The relic I was gonna club?
Couldn't forget that in a million years.
That biochip? Well, long story short, it had Johnny Silverhand's mind on it. An engram of it that's overriding my mind.
You being serious?
Truly wish I wasn't.
Fuck. Anything at all you can do?
One can hope.
It's late. You're tired. You can crash on my couch if you want.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Don't worry about it. Make yourself at home.
Well.
The Bushido collection in BD format.
First three are collector's items nowadays.
Unauthenticated implants of
Someone likes getting their feet wet.
Don't need to be an expert to tell the Gear's pro.
Remember that you have the right to but that's just standard procedure.
Who would have thought?
Perilous future. Electropunk? I'd rather puke out my ears.
10 people are confirmed dead and 16 injured. We advise not.
All units in the area. Disorderly conduct reported in Watson.
331 responding. On my way, dispatch. But only because I like you.
Out of the way! Deathris is an AI. Explains why
You blind?
Another motherfucker trying to kill me! NCPD! Drop your weapon and come out! Fucking idiot devs! Shit, decide something that can't be beat. Dickheads!
Oh, shit! He's in rough shape, but alive. Let's hear what Dennis has to say.
Hey, got a status? Find the package?
You could have told me the package was a man.
If it was a box of bananas, I'd use the post office. Get over it.
Well, who is he?
The ambassador to Mexico. Jesus, it doesn't matter who he is. I prepared a car for you. Put the man in the trunk and head to Northside. The address is in the GPS.
Okay.
One more thing. Watch for tigers. They've got their sights trained on your new companion.
What? Asshole hung up.
Game is more stressful than life itself. God damn it! God damn it!
Job's done.
I see that. Well done. Excellent work. Holding in there all right, Hariyoshi?
Dennis gave me hope.
So who is this guy?
He'll tell you his story. Hariyoshi?
In Japan, brain sergeant, top of all. Good instinct. One day, Tiger Claw boss needs surgery. But both die on table. Tiger Claws were very angry. I hide in boat, swim to America. Here, Dennis saved me. But there is secret. I killed Tiger Claw boss on purpose. World best surgeon, make no mistake.
Early warning about the tigers would have been nice.
I had a hunch you'd manage this just fine. Given that you're here now, I see I was right.
This is all very heartwarming, but you haven't paid me yet.
I know, here.
May this blade serve you well.
What's your name again?
Green Sergeant, world best. Good instinct.
We're closed right now.
We tackle a homegrown giant in defense. You guessed it, Militech. At first glance, Militech's portfolio looks gold-plated. 500,000 employees. Capitalization on the order of some 2 trillion. But do we accept these healthy competition? Or being in bed with the authoritarian NUSA government? The line between Militech and the feds has always been fluid. CEO Donald Lundy previously headed the Pentagon. Elizabeth Kress, former president of the company for the greater part of a decade, later became president of
Come
the
on out,
NUSA.
or I will fuck you up!
And who replaced Kress in the Oval Office? Rosalind Myers. Surprise, surprise, Militech's former CEO. Responsible for over 60% of contracts. The NUSA's largest customer. Well, the truth, these sales amount to no more than hidden government subsidies. This should raise a huge red flag for any investor with half a brain. Militech is suffering at the giant teat that is the capital. But should Washington ever run dry, cut the ammo. On my recommendation, sell, and sell some more. And if you're unsure where to shovel that cash on short notice, you can't go wrong with the Arasaka money machine. Oh, come on! Stay steady and make eddies, my friends. Until next time, and see.
ain't broken?
See you around. And tell your sister I said hi.
Of course. If I ever see her again. New job's been tough on
Selling threads or collecting them? Hard to tell at a glance.
You beg on the street, they tell you to get a job, you get a job, they make fun of you. Make up your damn minds, people!
What are you selling?
Anything you can see.
it true more and more people in Arroyo are getting sick?
People have been reporting strange symptoms. Spontaneous burns, seizures, almost epileptic. All eyes are on the power plant.
What you got in stock? Nice variety? Anything worth looking at?
I have things.
Hello?
Let's just finish this, okay? Hi there. New to Night City?
Any iron I shouldn't put on my shopping list?
Well, let me think. Budget arms is the obvious offender. Their cheap plastic parts give them a high recoil, low range. I could go on. If I were you, I'd watch out for Rostovic products. Firepower is unbeatable, but somehow they love to get jammed when you're in a tight spot.
I don't know. Can't really go wrong with the Satara.
Well, we have an expert. I'll admit the Serbs made at least one thing right.
What have you got in stock?
Iron of every caliber. Feast your eyes.
Claire.
Me? Ready for the next race?
Already here? Ready and waiting.
Want to use your own ride, or am I bringing Beast?
We'll take my ride. Feels more natural to me. You get it.
Of course, yours it is.
Meet there, yeah? Rancho?
Be right there. See you then. Hey V, I'm gonna take a look under the hood before we start, see if all's okay. But stay close, just in case.
Not worried this will get you killed?
What, today? The race? Why?
Not asking about just today. Could be, though, or next one. One after that.
Chew of mine got shocked and killed by a faulty toaster in her own kitchen. So you know, it is what it is. Que sera, sera.
Our chances, how do you see him?
Well, it's gonna be tough to beat out Luigi. And he's got Margot riding Gunner today.
Right, so...
Girl loves popping flat. But don't get hung up on it. Let it mess with your head. Just focus on the route. Let me handle the entertainment. Sorry, need a minute to kick the tires before we get moving.
Sure.
Casting to you live from the collective unconscious. It's 88.9 Pacific Dreams.
Start your stallions! Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn! Let 'em roar! Make my ears bleed! Oh yeah, like that! Let
personal backup. Dispatch, do you copy?
Watch our backs. They're moving to pass.
Dare them to try!
Protect your arm!
All units in the area, order has been restored.
can win this thing!
All units instructed to return to patrol.
Congratulations to V and Claire!
First place, V. Oh my fucking god, we won! We're finals bound. Yeah!
Hell yeah!
Don't stop yet, okay? Move up a bit further.
What for?
Need to talk. Something you should know.
Okay.
Sit down for a spell over there, okay? You forget something? You ready to talk? Come on, V. We need to talk.
Wow. Quite the view.
Yeah. Me and Dean. We like to come here.
Wanted to tell me something?
I mentioned Dean before. My husband, yeah?
Wield your heat, right?
Sweetest man I ever knew. We were friends before my gender transition. He brought daffodils to the hospital. To new beginnings, he said.
Were you married long?
12 years. Dean used to laugh that for our 15th, said he'd finally talked me into my first implant. I was prepping some surprise.
Mind if I ask why you don't sport any chrome?
I love machines, V, I do. But I don't ever want to become one. Is that weird?
A little, I guess, but it's fine.
Dean. Only person who could have convinced me to chrome up. But guess we'll never know if he'd have managed, huh?
Why tell me about Dean? Meaning, why now?
He died during a race last year. The final. Not your standard fatality, though.
You saying you feel at fault for his death?
Me at fault? Why would you think that? He was flatlined by a Corpo Eagle Weasel, Peter Sampson. Exceptional walking rot.
What's the Corpo's deal?
Doesn't really matter, was only ever another adversary to me. But to Dean and Sampson had a history going way back.
Something happened between them?
Dean never admitted anything, but yeah, there was some kind of strife. Something personal to their rally rivalry. When Sampson came first, Dean got hot and bothered.
Your husband, how'd he die exactly?
We'd just powered into the final straight, Sampson peeling up the tarmac ahead of us. It was clear we couldn't win, so Dean let up on the chew. And then that snake slammed on the brakes. Dean also had to. He lost control.
But Isn't that how this race works?
You don't get it. Road was clear to the finish line. He would have won. It was premeditated.
Right, so this isn't business as usual. For you, this isn't about winning.
That's right. Fuck winning. I want Samson dead.
And this your best plan for vengeance?
Folks die on the track all the time. Won't seem unusual at all. Another day at the races, in line with the rules.
And if Samson doesn't show for the race, what then?
He'd never miss a chance to puff out his chest. He'll race. Circuit champ last year. No way he'll let that go. Not try to repeat.
And me. Guess you want my help to zero him.
Killing Samson matters more than taking first. We have to make a choice. Sorry I lied to you, V. So, what do you say?
Means a lot to you. This. So yeah, let's bury the bastard.
Thank you. It's important. I need it.
See you for the final?
That's right. Till then, V.
Hi there, V.
Take care.
Talk soon, V.
That a trick question? This is a party, right?
Invitation only. For those who bleed red, white, and blue. So fuck off.
Would you say?
Said to fuck off. But I see you didn't catch my drift. Yo, Joe! Huh? Come here. We got a smart-ass punk here. Can't seem to find her way out.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You say I'm sorry, then you fucking Delta.
Or else what?
Or else I Delta you myself. Right to the bottom of the Del Coronado.
Sorry. Really sorry. But I'm gonna have to shut this party down.
Let me show you how it's done!
Right position! Come on out, shitballs!
I'm gonna get her, fuck that! Fucking city!
In Antony, just outside of Paris, dangerous left-wing political extremist Thomas Clichy was finally apprehended. Clichy has sowed unrest for years. Urging European governments to restore pensions, annuities, and social benefits, despite arguments from most economists that such changes would sink GDP growth rates. Clichy faces up to 40 years in prison and is subject to brain dance rehabilitation therapy. In the world of shipping, many ask, when will our oceans be open to us again? In the wake of the Red Decade, key shipping channels remain littered with undetonated explosives, and rogue autonomous submarines continue to attack freight vessels on the open seas. With shipping restricted to ground and air, transport costs have ballooned by more than 3,000%, which in turn has severely slowed the global economy. The governments of the world must step up to the task of opening our oceans for business once more. Call your representative today. Thank you for tuning in to WNS News. See you next time.
Are you fucking serious?
Order has been restored. All units instructed to return to patrol. All units in San Domingo, a crime has been reported.
Roger, dispatch. Standing by for coordinates.
Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent. All units be advised. Suspect remains in the vicinity.
I'm shot! Don't let me die! Ya Elohim!
pistol for walking in the city, or a rifle for a trip out of town. Militech. Protection for every occasion.
Hollow candles, fake flowers, pan de muerto buns. What will you offer Santa Muerte?
You said you were looking for work.
And I found it!
No, this isn't work. Have you ever thought what would happen to us if we lost you? Lost all our money? Either you change Cesar, or I change the locks.
You Cesar. I'm here for my fight.
Yeah, that's me. Toughest hijo de puta in the Glen.
Mm-hmm. And the worst father in Night City.
Michaela, baby! I know what I'm doing. You gotta
I'm not
trust
talking to you. First you spend a fortune on chrome, and now... Ugh. I give up. Beat some sense into him for me, okay? He needs a good lesson.
Michaela! Michaela, wait for fuck's sake! Listen, I need a lot of scratch and fast. That's why I'm only taking serious wagers. I'm putting my ride on the line. Either you match it in cash, or you can forget about the fight.
All right, let's talk. What's the car?
A real gem, a tuned-up 2056 Classic, but with only 20,000 miles on her. No dings, no patch jobs.
Huh? And stolen?
No, none of that. She's legit. Give you my word. Listen, you don't like the deal? Don't take it. Just don't drag this out. Time is money, and I'm running out of both.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, I'll match it. We good?
All good. Let's go. So bare hands only, right? No pulling any mono wires or mantis blades out of your ass?
Right.
I asked because the last guy I fought tried to surprise me with long spurs. Anyway, you ready to start?
Yep. Ready to rumble.
Careful now. I don't fuck around.
Stop the fight! Can't you see he's had enough?
Michaela, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit.
Not another word, you pendejo. Hand over the stupid keys and let's go home.
Here. Spoiler for me.
Keep it. Everything. Won't take anything from you.
You... I mean, really?
Not my type of joke.
Listen... shit. I don't know how to thank you.
Just don't lose what you still got left.
Don't intend to. Oof, we dodged one there, huh?
Uh-huh. Pendejos have all the luck. Any ideas for a name?
Something with a V?
No busques problemas. Sé un poco. Si buscas, encontrarás sus bases.
Reporting suspicious activity in Haywood.
Roger that, dispatch. This is 331 responding. It's my neighborhood. I'll take you for tacos sometime.
What can I do for you?
fuck with me?
Oh.
Yes?
Get you anything?
Gave us incomplete info again, the bitch! We know how they're geared out. Big fucking beans. We got no idea how they will hold up in that fucking...
Sham is our lucky charm. Hey, Sham?
Whoa, watch out. Why don't you make yourself scarce? Now look.
What's it like, working for Rogue?
It's fine.
That's it? Fine?
You want info on Rogue? Ask her yourself. I'm sure she'll be ever so obliged.
Listen, from one netrunner to another. Got any pro tips you could spare?
Don't see why not. If you're cool with Rogue, you're cool with me. I can sell you a few tricks of the trade from the Bart Moss era.
Rach Bart Moss. The Bart Moss. Tell me you're not fucking with me.
Before dropping off the grid, he unleashed a slew of ice-breaking grams and protos in the darkest corners of the net.
Heard how paranoid he was. Any idea what happened to him?
Who knows? But I was able to dig up a few classic Bart Moss relics. Here, let me show you.
Hey, Nix. Listen. Found something. Bart Moss's deck.
Mm-hmm. What else you find? Alan Turing's tapes?
Being serious. Have a look-see.
Ooh, running shits. Goddamn, V. Where'd you ferret this out of?
Found it outside town, in a fridge, next to its former owner's rotting corpse.
Bart Moss all the way. Netwatch made him a wanted man when looking in Shanghai, Lahore, Santiago de Chile, while that dog alighted to the net. Wonder how long he'd have kept buzzing those wires if the power hadn't gone out.
Think you can pull anything off it?
Text coming apart. Humidity damaged. Encryption on the mem cube. Gotta be near divine.
Spare me the two-step, yes or no?
I can try. Failure, though, is a distinct possibility. Then all data will be lost. Done and gone.
Think there could be some no longer known vectors on the disk? A data crash-like thing, or rabbits? Cause if so...
Then we pop open a bottle of malignant gin. Painfully aware of the risk I am. But speaking straight, curiosity's consuming me. You feel it too?
No risk, no reward. Get to it.
Okay. Put the deck on the counter, just ginger-like.
All yours.
All yours? Oh, V. V. Got no sense of reverence. Expect if you found the goddamn Holy Grail, you'd fill it with caramel corn and Pop-Turds. Now, let's get this show underway. Most data's corrupt, but not all. Password. A dict attack, maybe. Nothing doing. And what about injecting a command? Ha! We're golden. One more hurdle, but it ought to be as easy as pie. My. Of all people, Bart Moss should have done better.
Cat shit, rat shit.
Ideas, V. Fast and stat. Couple of minutes and his skull sponge will be well done steak.
Okay, what do we got here?
Saw what we got. A brain broiler. You absolutely sure you want to jack in?
Gotcha.
Fuck a muffin.
You breathing?
Apparently. Though it feels like I got a skull full of hot embers. Just... What the hell happened?
You started convulsing, lights went out, outlets started spitting sparks. So, I sat down and finished for you.
Hold up. Mean to say, you reached Bart Moss' deck? Lowly you?
Guess I got a little lucky.
Had luck coming out your ears, kid. Alright, Let's see just what you pulled from this artifact. Logs, mail, chat history of sorts. Potentially interesting, but nothing explosive.
Ah, shame, kinda. Well, I guess I can delve some more, see if I can't find something interesting in there.
Listen, my services usually command a tidy sum, but this time, well, seems you rendered me a service. Take this. Handful of demons live on that shard. Wasn't Bartmoss who coded them, but they should be useful nonetheless.
Thanks, Nix. You gonna get it together? Be alright? Or you need help?
No. Be just fine. Couple of painkillers washed down with whiskey, and I'll be a new man.
that? Yeah.
Got anything good for me?
You betcha. Comes with a healthy discount, too.
How'd you do? Talk later then, I guess.
Hi there, V. How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled.
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me.
No complications with Kang Tao.
So far, so good. They sent another patrol around the station, but they're dead set that it was Raffen that downed their AV and attacked Hellman's guards. Station's proprietor's sticking to that version, so we're covered for now.
You hear about Santiago? Used to be a nomad. Long time ago.
Ever heard of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Wise folks, any day now.
Friend of mine did a job with him once.
That's one old friend you got. He's a legend, all right. Wouldn't say he was my role model, but, well, he was the man for his time and place.
Don't think he was all he was cracked up to be.
They say he was a big city nomad, best of both worlds. Except there ain't no such thing. You're either loyal to your family, or you ain't.
Doesn't loyalty to your friends count for something?
Maybe it does, but then you end up like Santiago. He snuffed it because some lunatic wanted to blow Arasaka to smithereens. What a friend.
You hear about Santiago? Used to be a nomad. Long time ago. Recommend
How
any
much
chrome
longer?
in particular?
You know, cyber implantation's like buying
Friend of
shoes.
mine did a job. with him
Everyone
once.
needs something different.
That's one old
A
friend
net
you
runner
got.
wanted the same needs
He's
as
a
a
legend,
solo.
all right.
But
Wouldn't say he was
if you
my
spend a
role
lot of time in the
model, but
Badlands, it's worth investing
he
in
was the
cloaking
man
gear.
for his time and place.
Hollow skin, active camo, what have you. Compared to the city, surrounding area might look deserted, but less
I guess it's time for a pillow fight.
How's Jake holding up?
Not so great. We managed to stem the bleeding, but without that implant.
We'll handle it. Don't ask me how, but we will. I give you my word.
not like you.
All units in Santo Domingo, a crime has been reported.
Roger, dispatch. Standing by for coordinates.
偉大なリーダーを求める世界に荒坂社は全力で応えます。明るい未来のための戦いにあなたの力を。荒坂警備システムに加入すれば平和は常にあなたのものになります。いかなる脅威にも速やかに対応。
Hollow candles, fake flowers, anti-muerto.
You're not from round here.
What?
She's chasing me! Somebody help me!
Vote Morales for mayor of Night City. Born and bred in Haywood. Champion of every Night citizen.
She's chasing me!
Only on WNS.
Call us all into the break room. Tell us what have you.
You want trouble?
Yeah, get that bitch! Gosh, that
over here!
¡Hazlo de puritito, corazón! ¡Ándale! ¡Se lo mereces, perra!
Hey, that's how we dance!
¡A la mierda esto!
Fucking fuck!
¡Se lo mereces, perra!
Go, motherfucker, go!
大なリーダーを求める世界に荒坂社は平和は常にあなたのものになります速やかに対応
Enchantress wins.